These two words, my beloved brothers in Islam, they come from one root, which means to struggle in the way of Allah, jahada. And because of these two words, these two concepts that we learn, jihad, wajtihad, striving against our evil and striving against the evil in the world, and ijtihad, which means to study and knowledge and work hard. In the first few ayahs of Qalam, of Surah Iqra, Allah says, read, and the one who taught by the pen. Subhanallah. In Arabia, where majority of people didn't even know how to read and write, Allah says, recite, and the one who taught by the pen. But here is an important point. Allah says, recite in the name of your Lord. So the Muslims took this as a religious obligation to learn, to educate, and to learn for the sake of Allah. It was a sacred duty to seek knowledge. And so when the Muslims believed and followed the Quran, they became the leaders of the world. They became the lanterns of the world. They studied, learned, they developed algebra, they developed sciences, medicine, hospitals, Ibn Nafis, the circulation of blood. They developed the most advanced civilization the world has ever seen. For 500 or 600 years, Cordoba was the jewel of the world, 1 million people. Baghdad, Baytul Hikmah, the greatest library in the world. Knowledge was flowing from the Muslim lands. The Muslims were leading the world, not only in knowledge, but also in establishing justice. So there are 4 foundations that the Muslim society, Allah made it successful, that I would like to share with you today. Number 1 is that the Muslims adhered to the ethical principles of the Quran and Sunnah. They adhered to the Book of Allah. They followed the Quran. They lived by the Quran. They kept away from the haram and the halal. They realized that the Quran called us to strive for the hereafter, to put our spiritual benefit ahead of our material benefit. So the Quran tells us, it gives us moral principles on how to live a life. So number 1, we adhere to the Quran and Sunnah. Number 2, Islam taught us that our role in this world is as Khalifatullah fil ard. We have a duty as a Muslim nation to command good and forbid evil and to believe in Allah. So the Muslim